Meet Vernita Green's daughter. She wasn't particularly happy that I killed her mom. And now the kid wants revenge.
You destroyed my life when you killed her. You are dead to me. I will make you suffer.
A yellow-clad warrior wielding a katana, leaving a trail of blood and severed limbs in her wake. Quentin Tarantino's Kill Bill saga captivated audiences with its blend of martial arts action, revenge narrative, and pop culture homages. But the story of the bride, aka Beatrix Kiddo, remains unfinished. For nearly 2 decades, fans have been tantalized by the prospect of a third installment. But will there be a third part? Let's find out.
Your mother had it coming.
In this video, we'll explore the long and winding road of Kill Bill Volume 3, from its initial conception to its current status. To understand the allure of Kill Bill Volume 3, we first need to revisit the impact of the original films. Released in 2003 and 2004, Kill Bill Volume 1 and Volume 2 were a tour de France of Tarantino's signature style. The saga followed Uma Thurman as the bride, a former assassin left for dead on her wedding day, and she went on a bloody conquest for revenge against her ex-lover and boss, Bill. The films were a critical and commercial success, grossing over $334 million worldwide and earning numerous accolades. They showcased Tarantino's encyclopedic knowledge of film, blending elements from martial arts movies, spaghetti westerns, and grindhouse cinema into a unique, hyper-stylized whole. But what made Kill Bill truly special was its protagonist. Uma Thurman's portrayal of the bride, later revealed to be Beatrix Kiddo, resonated with audiences worldwide. She was a complex character, a ruthless killer with a strong moral code, a loving mother, and a woman scorned. Her journey from victim to victor was both empowering and cathartic. The saga concluded with the bride finally confronting Bill, killing him with the legendary 5-point palm exploding heart technique, and reuniting with her daughter. It was a satisfying end to her quest, but also left the door open for future stories. This is where the tantalizing prospect of Kill Bill Volume 3 comes in. Tarantino has been testing the possibility of a third Kill Bill film for years.
Is there like something that you felt was unresolved in the first two, or would you like to revisit the characters?
Well, I think it's just revisiting the characters 20 years later, just imagining the bride and her daughter, Bibi, having 20 years of peace.
In various interviews, Tarantino has outlined his vision for Kill Bill Volume 3. The story would pick up 15 to 20 years after the events of Volume 2, focusing on Vernita Green's daughter, Nikki. If you recall, Vernita Green, played by Vivica A. Fox, was one of the bride's former associates, whom she killed in front of Nikki in Volume 1. Tarantino's idea was to have Nikki, now grown up, seek revenge against Beatrix Kiddo for her mother's death, in a premise that perfectly mirrors the original film's themes of vengeance and the cyclical nature of violence. As Beatrix herself told young Nikki after killing her mother,
When you grow up, if you still feel raw about it, I'll be waiting.
the idea of Nikki Green growing up, training, and seeking revenge against the bride is a narrative goldmine. It raises intriguing questions. How would Beatrix, now a mother herself, react to being hunted? Would she understand Nikki's motivations, given her own past? The potential for complex character development is immense. Then there's the fate of other characters. What became of Ellie Driver, last seen blind and enraged? Did Sophie Fatale, minus an arm, rebuild her criminal empire? And what about Beatrix and her daughter Bibi? Did they find the peace they sought, or did their violent past catch up with them?
Did it make you sick?
No. It made me sleep. That's why I haven't been with you, baby. I've been asleep.
But you're awake now, Mommy, right?
Fans are also excited by the possibility of seeing Uma Thurman reprise her iconic role. The Bride is arguably Thurman's most memorable character, and the chance to see her in the yellow tracksuit once more is tantalizing. Moreover, the potential of Maya Hawke, Thurman's real-life daughter, playing an adult BB adds another layer of intrigue. But it's not just the characters that have fans excited, it's the prospect of seeing Tarantino return to this world with nearly 2 decades of additional experience under his belt. Over the years, Tarantino's stance on Kill Bill Volume 3 has been as unpredictable as one of his plot twists. The timeline of the elusive project has been a roller coaster ride for fans. Shortly after the release of Kill Bill Volume 2 in 2004, Tarantino expressed interest in a third film, suggesting he'd like to do a new one every 10 years. He reaffirmed this intent in 2009, stating it would be Nikki's revenge story. However, by 2012, the director seemingly abandoned the idea, telling "We got this covered" that Kill Bill was done. In a surprising turn in 2015, Tarantino told Variety he wasn't ruling out a return to the Kill Bill universe. Excitement built in 2019 when Tarantino revealed he and Uma Thurman had recently discussed the possibility of Volume 3. The director's enthusiasm peaked in 2021 when he expressed interest in potentially casting Maya Hawke as BB, reigniting hopes for the project. But in a deflating twist in 2023, Tarantino suggests that Kill Bill Volume 3 was unlikely to happen, citing his plan to retire after his 10th film. The roller coaster of statements has kept fans on their toes, alternating between hope and disappointment. But it also speaks to Tarantino's complex relationship with the project. On one hand, he clearly has ideas and enthusiasm for continuing the story. On the other, the enormity of living up to the original film's legacy seems daunting. Tarantino has admitted that the exhaustion from making the first 2 volumes initially held him back from pursuing a third. The Kill Bill saga was an enormous undertaking, with its globetrotting production, intense fight choreography, and ambitious storytelling. The thought of diving back into that world, especially with the added pressure of fan expectations, was understandably overwhelming. Moreover, Tarantino's career trajectory has played a significant role in the fate of Kill Bill Volume 3. The director has long maintained that he plans to retire after making 10 films, viewing his filmography as a complete body of work. With his next project, The Movie Critic, set to be his 10th, the window for Kill Bill Volume 3 seems to be closing.
I want to see where that ceiling eventually happens. But yeah, I intend to quit at 60. I'm going to write novels and write cinema literature and stuff like that.
But what will Kill Bill Volume 3 look like if it were to be made? Based on Tarantino's comments over the years, we can piece together a potential plot. The story would likely pick up 15 to 20 years after the events of Volume 2, focusing on an adult Nikki Green seeking revenge against Beatrix Kiddo. Tarantino has hinted at a storyline where Beatrix and her daughter BB have enjoyed 2 decades of peace before the tranquility is shattered by Nikki's quest for vengeance. This premise sets up a fascinating dynamic. Beatrix, now older and a mother, facing a young, rage-driven adversary, much like she once was. But Nikki wouldn't be alone in her vendetta. Tarantino has suggested that other survivors from the first 2 films might join forces with her. This could include a now blind Ellie Driver, a one-armed Sophie Fatale, and even Gogo Yubari's twin sister, a character Tarantino invented for this potential sequel. The involvement of these characters would create a rich tapestry of revenge, with each having their own motivations and grudges against the bride. One of the most intriguing aspects of this potential sequel is how it would handle the theme of cynical violence. The original films explored the idea through Beatrix's quest for revenge, but Volume 3 would flip the script, positioning our former protagonist as the target. The reversal could lead to some profound character moments as Beatrix grapples with the consequences of her past actions. Moreover, the relationship between Beatrix and her daughter BB would likely play a crucial role. How would BB, now a young woman, react to learning about her mother's violent past? Would she stand by Beatrix or be repulsed by her actions? Of course, any discussion of Kill Bill Volume 3 must address the involvement of key actors, particularly Uma Thurman. Thurman's portrayal of the bride is iconic, and it's hard to imagine a sequel without her. Tarantino has consistently stated that he would only make the film with Thurman's involvement. However, Thurman's participation is complicated by her history with Tarantino. In 2018, she revealed that she had suffered a serious car crash on the set of Kill Bill, which led to a rift between her and the director. While they've since reconciled, with Thurman even appearing in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, it's unclear if she would be willing to return for a full film. Another casting possibility that has excited fans is the potential involvement of Maya Hawke, Thurman's real-life daughter, with actor Ethan Hawke. Tarantino has expressed enthusiasm about casting Hawke as adult Bibi, which would be an intriguing meta layer to the film. Hawke, who has gained recognition for her role in Stranger Things, has expressed interest in the project as well.
I would go home and just scream into my pillow.
Other actors from the original film have also voiced their willingness to return. Vivica A. Fox, who played Vernita Green, has been particularly vocal about her desire to see Kill Bill Volume 3 made. She's even suggested Zendaya as a potential casting choice for her character's daughter, Nikki. But perhaps the biggest obstacle to Kill Bill Volume 3 is Tarantino's off-stated plan to retire after his 10th film. Regardless of whether Kill Bill Volume 3 ever materializes, the legacy of the franchise is secure. The first two films remain landmarks in action cinema, celebrated for their stylish violence, complex characters, and rich tapestry of pop culture references. They've inspired countless imitators in homages, and their influence can be seen in everything from John Wick to Atomic Blonde. But what if another bold director or producer got permission from Tarantino and tried to create a Volume 3, and maybe just have Tarantino as a producer in the background giving his blessing and indirect flavor to the possible movie? So, how would you like Beatrix Kiddo's story end? Or how would you like other characters to come to life and reignite the Kill Bill style fire? Or is it just better left alone to our imaginations? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. This video was made by movie fans for movie fans.